What's up, guys? How are you? Happy Sunday. Welcome into another episode of the Daily Juice podcast with me, Matt Perrault, at Sports Talk Matt on Twitter to follow me, at BettingPros to follow BettingPros. If you're watching this on YouTube, you guys know where the video offer is above me from BetMGM. Title sponsor, $10 bet to win $150 on any event. Use that promo code JUICE150 at sign up. We've got a really good thing rolling here. Right now, Tigers and the Dodgers are 1-1 in the sixth inning at the time of taping. If that game stays under to 2 in 1 day, and we move to 18-9 over the last 8 days. So doing well, rolling after the 3-0 sweep yesterday. I don't want to jinx it, but I like what we're doing here. We're doing some big things here. And then look, I appreciate every single one of you guys who is listening, interacting, watching, following along, being on the Discord channel. We have, pretty much 7,000 listens a day. Audio-wise, about 1,500 to 2,000 watches on YouTube. So, 9,000 people, eyeballs and ears every single day as part of the Daily Juice community. This thing started from zero, 2.5, almost 3 years ago now, coming up on the 3rd year anniversary for the Daily Juice. So very, very cool, really cool stuff. Happy times to be here. And look, we got out of that awful stretch in April, turning things around, trying to rebuild a little bit here and, slowly but surely stacked ourselves back up to get us back to, well, I think we're still like 3.5 units down for the year so far here at the end of April. So not awful. We bet every day for 4 months and 3.5 units. Not bad, but we want to be winning, obviously. We want to turn things around and keep things rolling. So today, a couple things. One, on my TikTok, at Sports Talk Matt LV, there is a video I put up where one of my coworkers at my other job ran into some juicers at the NFL draft. Dude's wearing a bucket hat and a Raider jersey, and he starts bad-mouthing me about everything going over. I went to the draft today myself, sporting this beautiful Patriot hat, sporting my beautiful red tattoo, the city of Boston, watching people coming through, watching my team make some picks. This bet's for you, big boy. You don't like the Boston stuff? Somebody on the Discord channel called this the Boston Tea Party Parlay. Boston, plus 400. Red Sox, Orioles, money line. Celtics, Bucks, money line. You can even hedge off of it on Monday. Bruins are a dog on the road at the Hurricanes, even money. Bruins to win game 1 of their best of 7 series in the postseason. It's a plus 400 parlay, or hedge off of it if you want. Red Sox should win. Celtics should win. More on that in a second. And then you get the Bruins game. How about that? If you want more Boston, to stick it to that dude. Stick it to that guy. Let's see if we can hit that parlay. I'll be betting that. Boston parlay coming up here for a Sunday and a Monday. But for the day today, eyeballs are on the baseball, guys. Sundays are wonky already, and there's a lot of talk about the balls. There's a lot of talk about the balls being played with. Sorry, I know the joke. But it's true. Major League Baseball has got to do something. They got to fix it. Not working. No runs being scored all over baseball. Huge strikeout rates. Low scoring games. Not what baseball wants. They're going to inject the balls. It's going to happen. Okay. They're going to give Rawlings is going to get the order. Change the baseball. When did that happen? I don't know. But let's talk a little bit about these games today. Dodgers are playing right now. If the Dodgers and the Tigers, if they post a number of 8, I will come back and make it official on the under for Dodgers, Tigers. Erod against Walker Buehler will go under for that game if they give us 8 again. It might be 7.5. It'll give me pause. If it's 7, I don't know. But the game's going on still right now, so I can't bet tomorrow's game. We're going to wait and see what the line is, what the books put up from a number perspective. But if they do, I'm jumping in under 8 for Dodgers, Tigers, again, for a clean sweep. However, let's go to the Red Sox and the Orioles. The Red Sox have not been scoring, okay? Jordan Lyles is pitching for the Orioles. Red Sox team total first 5 is 2.5, okay? This dude gave up 6 runs in 4 2/3 to the Yankees in his last start. The start before that, he actually was pretty good at Oakland. 5 innings, 5 hits, no earned runs. Against the Yankees, He pitched 5 1/3 in only 1 earned run, but against Tampa, 5 innings, 7 hits, 5 earned runs. So bad start, good start, good start, bad start. Okay. Basically going 500 here into bad starts here for the season. The Red Sox bats have scored 4 runs in 2 solid games. This is embarrassing. Okay. This dude, Jordan Lyles, is not a good pitcher. I'm going to do a little wonky thing here. I'm going to bank on the Red Sox to actually hit this guy and to score. Maybe this is a bad bet, but I don't like Sunday betting on baseball. But the Red Sox have to score runs. People are getting antsy. I think this is the guy. This is the gas can starter. This is the team. It's a day game at Camden Yards. Time for the Red Sox to actually hit. Bogarts and Verdugo. 2.5 is the total, team total for the Red Sox. First 5. I'm going to put a half a unit down on it and go over. Red Sox over 2.5 runs at -105 up against Jordan Lyles. This guy can't shut down this Red Sox offense. I mean, my gosh, they've got to hit this dude and they've got to win this game. They can't afford not to win this game. Can't lose series to the Baltimore Orioles. Red Sox are 9-13. They blew a game in extra innings. They were up 1-0, 8th inning. They tie it up. They lose the game in extra innings. Red Sox have to be just pissing mad. They got to come out here swinging the bats hot, get out of the gate, and start cracking the ball. Over 2.5. Red Sox team total first 5 at -105 for a half a unit. Okay, so if you have a chance, Dodgers Tigers under. I will bet that. If it comes back at 8, go under. If it's not, we'll talk about it in the Discord channel at BettingPros or bettingpros.com/chat to get into it. Link is underneath me on YouTube. If you're watching, you can link to it and get into the Discord channel. Okay, let's talk basketball. Let's start with the first game, Bucks and the Celtics. I lean 4.5. I don't like it. I think Boston wins. Money line, I'm confident. You want to put Boston in a couple of parlays? I think Boston wins game 1. How many points does Boston win game 1 by? That I don't know. 4.5. I want to in-game this. From a side perspective, I want to in-game this. Let's talk about the total. The total is 217.5. On the year, Boston and Milwaukee played 4 times. The over hit 3 of those 4 times. This number is low, okay? Against Chicago, it was 217.5 for Milwaukee and Chicago, and the number just went under. 216, probably should have gone over. Bunch of missed shots, 1.5, okay? The last time a number was this low at 17.5 for the Milwaukee Bucks was against the Clippers at 217.5. The game went over by 54.5 points. 54.5 points. Every other game is 219.5, 222.5, 225.5, 230, 227, 231.5. Okay? Everyone loves Boston's defense. I love Boston's defense. But even though Boston has been great defensively, their numbers have still been pretty high. 222 over last game against Brooklyn. 223, game before that, went under by 11 points. 225.5 went under by 4.5 points, but that would have cashed where we are right now from a 217.5 perspective. 227 in game 1, over by 2 points. Memphis was 224. Milwaukee on the road at the Bucks was 227.5. The last time these two teams played, 227.5. Game went over by 20.5 points. I think this number is too low. I think this is respecting the defense for Boston a bit too much. And Boston can score, man. They scored 116, 109, 114, 115, 139, 127. Look, we might need Boston to score 118 points here in this game, but they're more than capable of doing that against this Bucks defense. And I understand without Chris Middleton, maybe they're not going to play as much, but Giannis could have a big game. I think over 217.5. This game goes over. Over 217.5 for a half a unit for Boston and the Milwaukee Bucks. Game number 2 on the day. Warriors up against the Memphis Grizzlies on the road. I made a comment on my other show to Dave Sherapan that I thought the line was going to be 4.5. He thought that was way too high. Went and looked at it. Memphis is 3-1 straight up this year. 3-1 straight up this year against the Golden State Warriors. Memphis at home is 28-16. Golden State on the road, 19-22-2. Against the West, Golden State's 28-26-3. Memphis is 36-21-1. But I think this is deep water. I think they've been in a bathtub against Minnesota. In that series went 6 games. This team for the Golden State Warriors now is into playoff mode. And Jordan Poole is playing incredibly well. I don't think Memphis, I know they're the 2 seed, okay, I get that. But this is postseason basketball. Against Denver, line was 6, covered by 16. On the road, line was 3, they won by 5. Now they lost the second game, laying 4.5, and they lost by 5. Memphis might get game 2. But I think in game 1, this is where veteran leadership, this is where Draymond Green gets under the skin of some of the players for this Memphis team. I'm going to lay the 2 points. Caesars at the time of taping has it at 2. A couple other books as well have it at 2. Actually, saw a 1.5 as well, but I think that was a typo. But a 1.5 was up at the time of taping. I think Golden State is going to win this game by 5 to 6 points personally, but I'll lay the 2. Golden State, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, they steal home court advantage right away from Memphis and tell the Grizzlies they are in a series. And this is not the regular season, Ja. It's your first ever playoff victory. Happy for you. But now you're facing a team that can win it all and a team that really is hell-bent on winning it all. They're 8 wins from the finals. They know that. Warriors get the W. Warriors cover. Golden State -2, half a unit. Okay? So, if you want extra action, okay? If you want extra action, and frankly, you know what? I'll make this official. Why the hell not? Let's have some fun. It's a plus 163 parlay. Celtics and the Warriors. So if the Warriors lose this game, I lose a full unit, but that's fine. I'm okay with that. I'm okay. It's postseason basketball. I'm okay. Warriors lose, I lose a whole unit. Fine. Boston Warriors, 2-leg parlay, plus 163, half a unit. Official. Let's jump on it. So, the official card could be adding Dodgers under, depending on what the number is. Okay, there's a caveat. 4 bets, could be 5. Told you I'm going heavy on Sunday. Red Sox team total, over 2.5, first 5 against the Orioles. Over 217.5, Celtics and the Milwaukee Bucks. Golden State Warriors, -2. Boston Warriors, moneyline parlay at plus 163. 4 bets, half a unit each, all in play. 2 units, maybe 2.5, depending on where we are. As we always say, can't leave a half unit behind. Let's get after it here on a Sunday. My name is Matt Perrault. Follow me on Twitter at SportsTalkMatt each and every morning. It's the Daily Juice Podcast, always being brought to you by BetMGM.